Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right. Today is Tuesday. We have the 31st. This is the last episode of 2024. My goodness, has the year gone by very fast. Boy, we've done a lot on this show. A lot of scenarios that you guys have sent in, a lot of threads that you guys have been a part of. All that has been a culmination of this entire year, and it's been crazy. And I thank you guys so much for being here, part of the journey, going through Haunting Adeline Book 1, Court of Thorns and Roses, as well as Haunting Adeline Book 2 that we're going through now, and the future, just everything that we're going to go into next year. It's going to be exciting. Do appreciate all of that, man. It's been amazing. Season 2 of this show has been really good. I've been enjoying it. Definitely been getting a lot more interaction with you guys, a lot more interaction with you guys' scenarios and sending in stuff. And, you know, you guys have been sending in some very, difficult scenarios, if I'm being honest with you. My goodness, I know there's been a lot of scenarios where I'm just stumped, I don't know what I would do, you know what I mean? Or I don't know how I would help out, you know what I mean? And I hope that, the people out there listening, they get involved and they're like, hey, this is what I would do, Because I do love when you guys get in the comments, you do give your opinions on these things. It does help out a lot, and it's nice, you know what I mean? Have other people, get in there and give their opinions, stuff like that. For me, I ain't gonna tell you you're wrong. You can tell me I'm wrong, and that's fine. A lot of people do, and it's okay, but it is what it is. And so without further ado, though, we're going to get into this thread. This thread is a bit of an interesting one. What's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? So let's see what you little sexy little bastards have been doing at the wee hours of the night. All right? Because I know when I be getting the you up text, I'm like, yeah. All right, so let's get into it. All right. When I was 14, I was about to fall asleep, and a classmate I was acquaintance with texted me and asked if I was awake. I told him I was, and asked what was up. He proceeded to invite me to come to his house and play board games with him and his parents.
Stop the cap.
This nigga ain't trying to play no board games. Get the fuck out of here. From that night on, he became my best friend, and about a decade later, we are still best friends. I moved abroad after we graduated high school, but I still visit him whenever I visit our hometown, and he also came to visit me in my new country of residence, which even both of our current partners through each other. Wait, hold on. Oh, we met our current partners through each other. I can't begin to imagine how differently my life would have played out if I never responded to that text that night. That's wild. This is a girl that wrote this in, and that's why I was thinking, my mans was just using that. That's surprising, though. How come he never wanted to date you? What was wrong with you? How come he never wanted to, okay, I guess so. I guess she got a lifelong friend out of it, I guess. All right. Not a text, but a phone call. About 10 years ago, maybe or so, I was sleeping around 2 a.m. and I got a phone call from AHSACH, which is Alberta Health Services and Alberta Children's Hospital. My wife is a nurse and she works at ACH. So I groggily answered, and the other end was an upset sounding woman, and she just said, "Can you come and get me? My phone and car are dead in the parking lot." "Sure, babe, no problem." I get in my truck and I make my way over to the hospital, booster cables and charging cord in hand. I'm gonna be a goddamn hero. I might even get a special little something out of it. This is what I'm thinking to myself. This man out here, he like, yeah, I'm about to jump her car and get some booty. I'm that guy. I realized on the way that I forgot my phone at home, but also didn't really care because the only person that would ever call me at 2 a.m. is waiting for me to save her in the parking lot of doom. I pull into the parking lot and look around. I don't see my wife's car, so I try the parkade. Nope. The other lot? Nope. So I park in the emergency lot, and I'm about to go in to see if I can track her down through the hospital admin when I see a girl standing beside a car with the hood up. I ask her if she needs help, and she says, no, my phone is dead, but my boyfriend is on the way to get me. Cool beans. I go inside and go up to my wife's unit and ask if she's there. The unit clerk looks at me like I'm a complete nut job and says, she is an educator now. She only works days. Right. Yes, I do remember that. Yes, I asked to use their phone. And I call my wife. She picks up the phone, steaming mad at me, wondering why the fuck I left in the middle of the night, didn't take my phone, and didn't tell her where I was going. I'm like, someone from Child Hospital called me and said they needed a boost. At this moment, I'm very confused. I tell her I'll be back shortly and we can talk it over. Wait a minute. So he got a phone call from the hospital that his wife works at. Is she not sleeping next to you? You know what I mean? Wait. This makes no sense. Is she not sleeping next to you? Or is she actually at work? Where's the wife at this point? Because you ran through the hospital. You couldn't find her. You found the girl that was apparently, I want to say that's the girl that called you, but she's waiting for her boyfriend. And this ain't clearly her boyfriend. So it's like, what the fuck is going on? All right, the plot thickens. Let's get into it. I go back out to my truck and see that same girl standing there. I get a strange feeling, so I ask her if she happened to call from the hospital at around 2 a.m. She says yes and started looking at me funny. I asked her what number exactly that she called. She says the number that is almost exactly the same as my number. My number starts with XYZ, and the number she says starts with YXY. Okay. I don't know why you even put that part in there. You could have just put 3 numbers in there and nobody would figure out your number after 3 numbers, but sure. All right, whatever. It dawned on me. She transposed the numbers and accidentally called me. I laughed, gave her a boost, and we parted ways. I get home, explain what happened to my wife, who is very suspicious about the whole thing, understandably. I had happened to get the call when she had been in the washroom feeling a tad sick. Okay, so she was in the bathroom, I guess, throwing up or some shit, or doo-dooing her life away. Who knows? And so then he, for some reason, forgets that his wife is in the bathroom, and he's just like, yeah, she's magically at work. Okay, cool, I'll come pick you up. And then he drives out there, and then he looks for his wife, can't find her, and then he's like, wait a minute, did you call somebody around like 2 a.m.? Like, what was the number that you called? That's ridiculous. Anyway, a few weeks later, one of the other nurses was telling my wife a funny story about how one of her friends accidentally called someone else's husband to boost her car one night, and that idiot actually showed up. I was that idiot. My wife felt so bad for being suspicious of me that I did, in fact, get a little something special. Hey, he still got the booty. You know, he still got the clap cheeks. Good on you, man. Hey, but you know, that's what happens when you're just a good dude and you're just out here doing things. You know what I mean? You know, it just works out for you. That was an interesting story, though. The only thing that doesn't make sense in the story, though, is how come you didn't know that your wife was at home? You know, what made you like wake up at 2 a.m. and then you pick up the phone and you're just like, what? And you don't see her there. And so then you're like, oh, all right. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem. I guess she went to work. Okay. All right. Whatever. You know, she went to work. Whatever. You know, the bathroom light's not on. You're like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? You know, you just thought the ghost was taking a doo-doo or something? Like, what the fuck? All right. Whatever. Hey, man. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, what's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? All right, I was staying away from family and friends in a different city and was relatively new to the city. A day before my 26th birthday, I told my friends to not call me at midnight as I wouldn't be able to answer, and I wanted to be asleep because I had a long week of work. Secretly, I was also missing all my people and hoping they don't listen to my advice. My friends decided to WhatsApp me at 5 minutes before midnight. Are you up? And I said yes, but also told them that I'll be going to sleep soon. So I suddenly hear my doorbell ring at the time, and two of my closest buds were there at my doorstep. They had flown from a different city to wish me or I guess a happy birthday. He didn't put that on there, but all right. For the first time in 15 years of knowing them, I broke down and hugged them. We went to a neighborhood bar, and what a wild night it was, with one of the tables where a group of ladies were celebrating their friend's bachelorette. Aw, shit. Nothing tops that experience. Beautiful core memory. Hey, that's dope. It's kind of weird how you were just like, nobody called me, nobody say anything, all right? And then like 5 minutes later, they're just like, oh, nigga, you don't know what we got going on. We got some plans for you. But hey, W friends, though. W friends. Even though he didn't want to do anything, they made him do something for his birthday. And I think those are good friends when they do that. Because I know I got some good-ass friends that are like that. Because I am a homebody like a motherfucker. I stay inside all the time. But I ain't going to lie to you, my best bud Alex, man, he gets me out of the fucking house. He's like, no, you're gonna get out of the house and you're gonna have fun, you understand me? And I'm just like, okay. And then I get out of the house and then I have fun. So, hey, that's how you know you got a W friend, is when they take you out to have fun even when you don't want to have fun. All right, what's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? Led me to picking up and babysitting my buddy at 2:30 a.m. in the city as his car was getting towed due to a stunting charge on the highway after leaving the casino. After the cop left, my buddy was thanking me. After the cop left, my buddy was thanking me as he didn't know how much longer he had till what he ate kicked in. Till what kicked in? The gram of Molly I ate when the cop pulled me over so he couldn't find it. Ended up chilling with him till about 5:30 to 6 a.m. before I felt he was more than okay to take home. Bruh, what the fuck, man? You should have just threw it out the window or something. The hell are you doing? This man swallowed the whole damn thing of Molly. He was just like, oh shit. He's like, oh. Like, what are you doing? I would have just threw it out the window. Like, bruh. My man was rolling. He was rolling. He was like, bro, I'm gonna die. He was like, nah, dude, just stroke the furry wall, man. Stroke the furry wall, brother. Like, dude, that's crazy, man. And then for him to just be like, oh, dude, you gotta stay with me, man, because I don't know when it's gonna kick in. Wait, what's going to kick in? It was like the Molly I ate. I ate a shit ton of it, so the cop wouldn't find it. I would be freaking out. I'd be like, dude, should I take you to a hospital? Like, should I go get you some water? You know what I mean? Do I got to get you something, like, what the fuck do I get you, man? Like, what do you need? I'd be freaking the hell out, dude. Oh, shit. All right. What's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? All right. This was back in high school. A friend of mine came from a pretty broken home. Both parents had remarried. He called me one night absolutely hysterical. I couldn't figure out what was going on, but knew he needed someone he trusted to come be with him. Turns out he got super drunk and put his dad's gun in his mouth and was ready to pull the trigger before calling me. It was all over a messy situation where he had fallen in love with his stepsister. Crazy. But knew he couldn't be with her. He had never told anyone before this night. He didn't want me to call anyone else for help, so I sat up with him all night while he cried and poured his heart out. I distinctly remember being so tired but forcing myself to keep my eyes open because I felt like if I fell asleep, he would go through with killing himself. Luckily, the situation never got that far again. He eventually got the help he needed, and even though he went through some really rough stretches with drugs and alcohol, he's still alive today. We haven't spoken in years just due to growing up and drifting apart, but I know he's now married with kids and seems to be living a stable life. Woo! Wow. Wow. You're a friend. You're a friend, bruh. You're definitely a friend. Man. Because that was a pivotal moment in that man's life where it could have stopped right there or continued on. And because you decided, hey, I'm going to lose sleep for my friend, you know, he's living a better life. Woo, that's crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, imagine. Oh, the whole falling in love with the stepsister is kind of crazy. Bro, you know, I wish you kind of would elaborated a little more on that, but I'm just saying, you know, because how the hell you fall in love with your stepsister? Well, where does that come from and how does that happen? I'd love to know. Like, bro, I'm just saying, like, how the hell do you fall in love with your stepsister? It's a little crazy. And my man's watching a little bit of too much of that corn, you know what I mean? But yeah, so, yeah, whoo, shit. W friend, man, a W, because, again, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's why you pick up your phones in the middle of the night, man. Because you just never know what people are going through. Woo! All right. Cool. Oh, shit. Why are you all weird? All right. What is the wildest thing a you up text has led to? I got the text from my buddy that he needed help at his girl's house. It was urgent. Thought maybe they had a flood from a burst pipe or something like that. Nope. Turns out his wife fell off the sobriety wagon hard. They had a huge fight. Cops and EMS was called. She was transported to a hospital for a mental health evaluation. House is a wreck, not like from the argument, but you can tell it has been falling apart for weeks. Helped wake their 2 kids up to get them ready to go stay at a family member's house several hours away. All while I'm making sure he's not about to have an emotional breakdown as well. Wow. Another friend came over to watch the kids until the family got there. During this time, the hospital deemed the wife very unstable, but they didn't have the proper unit for her, so she got transported to a facility, heavily sedated due to her being hostile and having suicidal ideation or something like that. Idealtation. I don't know. Words are very hard. A couple hours away. Drove my buddy there so he could take her personal items. We thought we would be there a while, but basically the facility said there was nothing we could do. There would be nothing we could do there, and would be best if he went home. Drove back to his house. I figured it wasn't a good idea to leave him home alone in that state. He finally broke down, told me everything that had been happening the past couple of months. We started to clean up the house and then passed out after the long night. I ended up taking the rest of the week off to help him and make sure that he was good mentally. They're long divorced now. He, along with the kids, are in a good place. Her, not so much, but it is what it is. Check on your friends often. Yo, facts, man. Facts. Because one of my best buddies, he's going through it right now. You know what I mean? Going through it. You know, with him and his wife, and then, you know, with, he's got 2 kids that are my goddaughters and everything, and they're just going through it, man. It's one of those things where it's just like, he calls me sometimes and we just talk, bro, and we just talk. And a lot of times, you know, I'll kick it with him on the PlayStation. We'll have fun, you know, and for him, like, just kicking it, playing PlayStation, just gets his mind off shit. We can laugh and joke and, you know, just have fun. And it's really a true thing, bro. It's like, check up on your fucking friends. You know what I mean? Check up on your friends, because you just never know. And a lot of times you just send in a, hey, you good? You know, text means the world to somebody sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's one of those things where it's just like, when you have good friends, especially those friends that you've been close with for like more than 5 years, 6 years, or hell, even a decade, those are the guys that you want to check up on. You know what I mean? Because those are the ones that are going to be struggling the most. It just is what it is. And sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not struggling. They're just like, I'm chilling, man. What's up? You want to come get a beer? You know what I mean? And you guys just kick it and have a good time. So, you know, but a lot of times you just never know what people are going through. You know what I mean? And so just that simple, hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? It means a lot. Definitely. All right, what's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? It was a buddy of mine. Sorry. I was a buddy. It was a buddy of mine about 1 a.m. hit me up about his neighbor's dog. He had seen the dude beating on the dog previously, but this particular night, he had left him outside in about 10-degree weather without any shelter. I packed my shit up, bolt cutter, and a mask, and we went and liberated that dog. He was possibly the greatest dog I had ever experienced of living with. I miss that dude every day. Dogs like him show appreciation, love like no other. The TLDR is I stole a dog and he became my new best friend. Dude, people who act like that to animals, my God, I swear to Bob, they are the worst people on the fucking planet, man. The worst people on the planet. It's like, why? Why get a dog? Why get a dog if you don't want to take care of it? That's my thing. Why get a dog if you don't want to take care of it? That's not cool, man. You know, that's just not cool. I swear to Bob, that stuff annoys the crap out of me. You know, like I'm a big animal lover. Huge animal lover. Like when I see dogs and cats running around the house, out in the streets and stuff like that, I'm always like, go home. What are you doing? Go home. You know what I mean? They don't have a collar sometimes. I'm feeling so bad, and I'll be wanting to feed them. Hell, even there's a cat in our neighborhood. He has an owner and everything, but he roams around. And he's the sweetest little thing ever. He'll let you pet him, all that stuff. And we still feed him just because, he's just the cutest little thing ever. And it's like, and I try to feed the other ones, but they run away, and then I'll just leave the food there and they'll come back and eat it eventually. But, it's just, for me, I can't see stray animals or animals outside. I'm like, no. I look at animals like children, you know what I mean? Because they are. They need to be bundled up and have little cute sweaters on them and stuff. You gotta feed them. You gotta love them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't stand when people do that to animals. I'm so glad that they stole that dog away, and I'm glad, and I guarantee you homeboy was just like, oh, I'm glad somebody took the dog. Oh, I hope the dog died somewhere. You know what I mean? He was probably just an asshole for no reason. Not cool, man. All right, what's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? Smuggling close to a metric ton of biscuits across the border of a neighboring country at 2 a.m. Okay. All right. I understand why you probably can't give too much information. Biscuits might be a little something else, But, yeah. Okay. Moving on from that one. Like, my man's he was smuggling biscuits. That's all we gonna say. He was smuggling biscuits. What's the wildest thing a you up text has led to? This is going to be our last one for this thread. Got a call from a friend asking if I wanted to hang out with him and a mutual friend. He went to a jazz bar in downtown Houston while we were there. Mutually got a call from a girl who was tending bar at another place and said it was slow and we could come and hang out. We ended up going to the Barrio to a little shack that when the side opened like a garage door, it became a Tajino bar. All right. I don't know what that is, but hey, that's what he wrote. When we walked in, I could hear someone say, "What are those white boys doing here?" We walked up to the bar to meet mutual friends, and she took him out on the dance floor. Her mom was there hanging out and took my other friend out onto the dance floor, leaving me alone at the bar. While I was standing there, a guy who looked like he could be cast as Mexican gangster #1 in a movie walks up and stood inches from me and looked me up and down like he wanted to start something. Thinking quickly, I stuck out my hand and said, "What's up, buddy?" Dude shook my hand and gave me a hug and was my best friend for the rest of the night. That's funny. And, you know, I'm sure they were just giving y'all a fake hard time. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you ain't no threat. You two white dudes in a fucking bodio in a bar in somebody's garage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He said, salutations. You know, like, what the fuck? Hey, they were there to have a good time, man. They were there to have fun. You know? Just is what it is sometimes. That's how it be. And I'm sure that was a core memory for that guy. He probably never forgets that. But that's going to go ahead and be that for that thread, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. I was so surprised there wasn't a booty call one. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the booty call one. I was like, I know there's going to be like a you up, you know, and then they go over and thinking they get some booty or something. I don't know. Or, you know, dude, like, she texts, oh, you up, and then she's like, oh, you gotta climb through my, you know, third story window or some shit, and some dude scales the side of the wall, and you know what I mean, and then out of nowhere, I don't know, her dad or her husband comes home or some shit, and he's gotta climb out, but you know, he's naked, and he's like, oh shit, and she throws the clothes out of the window. I don't know, I was just thinking of something like, I was like, there's gonna be one in there, but I guess not. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a story like that. You let me know it down in the comments what you thought of the thread. If you have any crazy stories where a friend has texted you up and you went out and you had a blast, let me know down in the comments. Or you saved somebody's life. And we had a few of those. Definitely had a few of those. You know. But let me know down in the comments. Love to hear it. We do have our scenarios for today sent in by you beautiful people and the Patreon lovers of the show. But before we do that, obviously we have announcements. We'll shoot through that as fast as possible. Patreon.com/MyTheAsshole Podcast. Get that exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday episodes. Patreon has so much fucking content over there. It's stupid at this point. All right. I probably have close to maybe 100 or so episodes over there. It's probably like 150, 160 episodes over there. So if you love what we're doing over here and you just want a little bit more of it, $3 a month gets you that exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as all that back catalog over there. And the scenarios over there and the threads and all that kind of stuff are crazier, you know, and I can kind of go a little more unhinged because I ain't got to really, like, you know, hush on a lot of, you know, what I got to say, you know what I mean? Fucking YouTube. But, but, you know, it is what it is. And it's just like Patreon over there is where it's at. All the juiciness is over there. You know what I mean? If you think this is juicy, oh man, over there is juicy. All right. And then you can be a part of the threads as well as being a part of the scenarios that we go over on Tuesday and Sunday shows. So, but if you're a free 99 person, you're an audio listener, go ahead and download the episode as well as rating us 5 stars. If you haven't already, you know who you are. I can see who 5 stars and who does it now in my analytical app. So I can see it. I know who you are and you know who you are. So go ahead and just go ahead. It's 2 taps, you know, 1, and then it opens up the 5 star and then bam, you just hit that and you're good. 2 taps and it's full free. All right. Get in there, man. Show appreciation for the show. Even if you come back every week for the Tuesday episode, you come back every week for the Haunting Out of Line, or you come back every other week for the Sunday. You know what I mean? You're coming back regardless. So you might as well rate it. It's for free. And guess what? If it's for free, it's for me. And if you like free, go ahead and click down on the link tree. Go to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow us over there. And it's for free, baby. It's for free. 2 clicks. You know, bam, YouTube, bam, subscribe, bam, Instagram, bam, follow, bam, TikTok, bam, follow. 2 taps, baby, 2 taps. Love you guys all. Appreciate all the support you guys have been showing over the year. And I'm excited to get into 2025. I'm excited to get into our next season of what the show is going to be. And, you know, I'm going to try to think of some more ways to, you know, mix up the show a little bit. Obviously, I'll probably keep Haunting Out of Line the same. I'll probably change up what we do on Sundays starting next year. We'll try to find something new to do on Sundays. So that way Sundays can kind of be a little bit different since we do them every other week. So, well, I'll figure something out. We'll definitely do something. All right. But without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get into today's scenarios. All right, we got our first one. Am I the asshole for withholding sex until husband deletes my video? Uh-oh. Oh, which got a little Stetsy video. Let's see. All right, so we, 26 female and 27 male, have been married for a year and were together for 3 years before that. We have well-matched appetite and we vibe well, or so I thought. A few days back, he received a video from an unknown person of me. It's a stupid video I let my then boyfriend record of my 18th birthday. He convinced me to record naked video of me for future memory. Then some guy stole it from his phone in Hostel and made it my life pretty hellish in college. In all, I don't have anything but resenting feelings for it. And also it grosses me out that he gets aroused from it. When I asked him to delete the video, he said he found it cute and wants to keep it to look at it. So I told him sex is off the table until he deletes the video, and now he is trying to blame me for cruelty and using sex for manipulation. Because if I'm being honest with you, you are. You know, I feel how you want to feel about the video, but I mean, that video is out there regardless. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. I guarantee you that video is out there. You know, it's out there. Because if look. If one guy got a hold of it, you don't think he sent it to other people? You know what I mean? Like, let's just be honest here. That video is out there. It's on more people's phones than just your man's. You know, it's part of your history. It's part of your past. You did it. You know, you were trying to live that college, girl life. And guess what? It came back to bite you in the butt cheeks, didn't it? You know? And that's what happens. It's like, at this point, you got to just deal with that video. You got to take the L on this one, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, I do think you are kind of being manipulative by, withholding sex from your man, just because you made a mistake and he happened to find the video, or he had the video sent to him, or whatever, however he got it. And, he likes it. He looks at it like, that's my girl. What do you mean? You know what I mean? I bet you were a fine little thing, too. I'm sure that's why he gets aroused by the video. He's like, damn, shit, my girl is sexy as fuck when she was a little 18-year-old little bitty, So it's just like, and then I'm sure he didn't know you when you was a little free spirit. You know what I mean? When you was a little free spirit, he was like, hey, yo, can you go back to being this? Cause goddamn, I like this. But yeah, I do think you're in the wrong. You shouldn't be withholding sex with him just because of a video that you volunteered to make and it got out. And that's why I always tell girls, I'm like, don't send fucking nudes and don't do all this shit. Why? Like, they're gonna get around. This dude, you're not gonna be able to break up with this dude and he's just gonna delete them. That's not gonna happen. That's why for me, every girl that I've dated, nope. I'm like, nope. If they try to send me that stuff, nope. Just because of the fact that it's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to have my girl out there exposed to any possible way. And then to me, I'm the type of person where, like, I'm very open with my phone. So, my friends and stuff like that, they go through my phone or whatever. They can see whatever they want on my phone. I really don't care. Like, I have so many friends, like, face recognitions on my phone. It's fucking crazy. Like, literally half my friend group could fucking open my phone. And that's just because I'm just open with my phone. I don't really care too much about that. And so my biggest thing is, like, with me being a very open person, if I have, those kind of things of my girl, I would hate for somebody else to see it and, they kind of quickly send it to themselves or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You just never know what kind of goes on. And so that's why for me, I'm just like, nah. And I've always said it during the show. If you guys are new around here, I've always said it, that girls, don't send nude pictures to your friend, to your man. If he wants to see you naked, that nigga can come over to your house. And if you're dating long distance, do it through fucking video chat. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we have video chat and FaceTime. You know what I mean? Get naked on that. The fuck. Don't be sending pictures. It's crazy. But yeah, let me know what you think about it, though, in the comments. I personally think she's in the wrong. She shouldn't be doing that. you take the L on that video, because I guarantee that video is spread around, and it's already spread around already. You know what I mean? This man's your husband, so I don't know why you're upset that your husband is looking at your naked 18-year-old body. It just makes no sense. I think you're just overreacting and being kind of stupid. All right, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for no longer speaking with my best friend after her reaction to seeing me naked? Okay. Well, let's see. I, 20 male, have been friends with Julie, 20 female, for almost 13 years. We went to the same middle school, high school, and even got accepted into the same college. We also studied the same major. We are really close, did a lot of things together, always had the other to rely on. A few months ago, when I was walking Julie back home to her apartment after a party, she invited me in to watch some TV and hang out. During the middle of some movie, we started making out. We've made out a few times, but we've never taken it further than that. However, Julie did want to take it further that night, and it was really getting hot and heavy. I wasn't sure about it because I didn't know how this would affect our friendship, but I was also drunk, so my inhibitions were lessened. But when she removed my boxers, there was an instant reaction in her face, which really hurt me. For context, I'm tall. I'm 6'5", and have an average size package down there. I'm guessing Julie was expecting something much bigger because I'm tall. Either way, Julie said she needed a minute to compose herself, and she asked if we could proceed at a later day. As she wasn't really feeling it that night, Julie apologized a lot, and I told her it was all right and left. The next day, Julie called me and apologized a lot, and was even crying on the phone and asked if it would affect our friendship. I told her I just needed some space from her. Julie accepted it, but ever since then, I've kind of just ghosted her and no longer hung out with her. We used to study together for exams and finals, but I told Julie I wasn't feeling it, and I just studied on my own. Julie invited me to her home for Christmas, as I'm also really close with her family, but I told her I didn't want to. I came home for Christmas, and my sister asked me about Julie and if anything happened between us. My sister is also friends with Julie. I told my sister up front that nothing serious happened, but I don't really want to be friends with Julie anymore. Whoa. My sister didn't press any further, and I thanked her for being understanding. Last night, Julie did call me again and was crying on the phone a lot and asked about our friendship and if it was over. I told her up front that I just don't want to be friends with her anymore, and I hope she respects the decision. Julie apologizes a lot and asked if there was anything she could do. I told her she had no reason to apologize, but I just wanted to move forward and leave this all in the past. I told Julie sorry and then hung up. Am I the asshole? Whoa, shit. So this is what I mean when y'all be sending me some fucking interesting stories where I'm just like, fuck, I don't know. Because look, man, she saw you pee and she wasn't excited about it. And I think that's why you guys have been friends for so damn long. She saw the mushroom tip, and I personally, I don't think it was the size of it. I don't think it was, like the fact that, she felt like, this wouldn't satisfy me or anything like that. I think it was a thing where when she saw it, she wasn't aroused. And, and I think that's why you guys have been friends for so damn long. Either that, or it got to a point where she was like, wait a minute, we're going way too far. Because you did say that you guys have made out before and then it never got past that. You know what I mean? So I guarantee you, once the mushroom tip was out, I think just a switch went on in her brain and she was like, we're going too far. This is going to fuck up our friendship. If we have sex now, who knows what's going to happen after. And so I think she kind of made a conscious decision of being like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I thought I did, but now that I see it, in front of me, I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want to go through with this. I don't think it was your size. I don't think it was, you're not attractive to her. I think it was just simply like she was just not turned on, and and she didn't want to deal with what would happen afterwards, and I don't know why you didn't maybe talk to her. You should have kind of talked to her and just picked her brain a little bit, like, hey, why when you saw my dick, all of a sudden, you didn't want to do things anymore. Like, what the heck's going on? You could have at least given her the courtesy of a conversation just to kind of see, confirm your doubts. Because I think, obviously you think it's the size, and you think it's, oh, does she think that mine can't, satisfy her? Has she had some BBCs and she can't go back? I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, you should have at least had a conversation with her first. I think that's where, you went wrong. You should have just talked to her like, hey, what happened? You literally, we were about to get into it, and then you just stopped. For what? Why did you stop? You know what I mean? And since she is your friend and you guys have been friends for so long, I think she would give you a straight answer, if I'm being honest with you. I think she feels like comfortable enough to where she could have a conversation with you and talk to you and be okay. And I think that's kind of what she should have did first. Yeah, just to, confirm any suspicions and confirm, like, what it was. Because personally, I don't think it was the size. I don't think it was, what I mean? Because, if you guys were making out and, clothes were being pulled on and stuff like that, I'm sure you were full mast. So, I don't doubt it was, she looked at it and was like, oh, that's small. You know what I mean? I don't doubt any of that. I think it was just a thing where the realization hit her way too quick. And she was like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm really about to fuck my best friend. Like, I don't think I should do this. That's what I think it is. You guys let me know what you think it is in the comments. And is he the asshole for just not wanting to be your friend anymore? I'd at least talk to her first. At least try to have a conversation before making a decision that big, All right. Am I the asshole for leaving my ex-fiance after he left me in the Cayman Islands on vacation? Yo. He left you? Okay, hold on. Let's get into it. My ex-fiance and I were together for just under 3 years. When we first got together, he was in a tough spot, homeless with twin kids. I let him move in into my one-bedroom apartment, even though it was a huge inconvenience for me. I rearranged everything to make space for his children and stepped... Oh, okay. For his children and stepped into the motherly role. Taking care of them more than he did. Damn. So you guys are in a one-bedroom apartment with him and his kids? Despite everything I did, he had serious jealousy issues. I never gave him a reason to be jealous, but he had a past of infidelity, so I guess he was projecting. Once... While watching Spider-Man 2, I casually mentioned that Jamie Foxx looked good for his age. That one comment sent him spiraling. He packed all his stuff and everything I had bought for the kids while I was at work and moved out. My friends still call it the Jamie Foxx debacle. Bro, okay, come on. See that right there? Girl, that should have told you to run. You should have just been like, nope. Nah. You're gone. This relationship is done. That is the biggest red flag I've ever seen in my entire life. Ladies, if you sit there and say, oh my God, Channing Tatum is super sexy, I'd like totally let him fuck me, and your boyfriend gets all booty tickled and hurt over that shit, you need to run up out of that relationship so fast it's ridiculous. Because it's like, bro, do you really think Channing Tatum, for one, your girl is going to meet him? All right, let's be real on that front. And then two, that he's going to fuck your girl. No, he's not. I guarantee it. He's not. Let's be real here. It's just like, come on. And then it's the other way around, ladies. If your man is, looking at some bitch on TV and he's like, damn, that girl fine as hell or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, let it go. He has less of a chance to fuck that girl than you do of Channing Tatum. Being real with you, you really got no reason to be mad if he's saying some bitch on TV is hot. Like, the fuck are we talking about? I'd argue the girl, she at least has a 2-3% chance. Dudes, we got like a negative 50% chance. You know what I mean? Come on, man. A regular ass nigga getting to have sex with a celebrity woman. Yeah, right. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And if you believe that a regular dude can get with a celebrity woman, you need to get your head out of the fucking clouds. Because you're crazy. Man, you're absolutely bananas. If he drugs her, maybe. That still only brings his chances to an even 0%. Like, goddamn, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bruh. Like, the fuck we talking about here? That's crazy. But yeah, if your man is doing some shit like that, nah, you gotta run. You gotta run. You gonna get left in the Cayman Islands like this chick did. We eventually made amends and stayed together for 2 more years. In April of that year, he proposed, and shortly after I found out I was pregnant, we were both excited about welcoming our baby girl. But in the second trimester, I was miscarried. I was devastated, and I was grieving. He said something that broke me. It's not hard for me because I already have a son and daughter. This nigga. Bro, why are you going to put salt in the wound? You know what I mean? Like, she's already having a tough time that she lost the baby. And you're going to be like, oh, well, you know, it ain't hard for me because I already have kids. Sucks for you, though. Like, but nigga. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You just be like, don't worry, babe. It's okay. Like, it's totally fine. We can have another child. We can bring another kid into this world. You know, we can do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's all right. You know, and you gotta hype her up. You gotta show her, you know, that everything's okay. The life is gonna move on and everything's gonna be fine. You gotta reassure all that. Cause this man was just like, yeah, I got kids. Sucks that you're sad about yours. Like, bro. Fucking idiot, man. God damn. A month later, he went on a family vacation to the Cayman Islands for my parents' 25th wedding anniversary. My parents paid for everything. Flights, the Airbnb, groceries. All we had to cover were excursions and alcohol. On day 3 of the trip, out of nowhere, he accused me of cheating while I was pregnant. That's crazy. As awful as that was, the next day was worse. My family and I went snorkeling, but we ended up taking my parents back to the house early because my mom had a migraine. That left my fiance, my sister, her boyfriend, my youngest sister, 15 at the time, and me. While the rest of us swam, the guys were having drinks at the bar. When we returned, my fiance started complaining about how he couldn't afford a haircut despite recently getting a promotion to $85,000 a year. I playfully joked, it's not like he can't afford it. He just likes my haircuts better. Okay. All right. He completely lost it. He yelled at me, stormed off, and disappeared for an hour. When we finally found him, he drove us back to the Airbnb like a maniac. Everyone in the car, including my little sister, was terrified. Back at the house, he threw a tantrum, slamming doors, huffing and yelling at my parents. I begged everyone to calm down, but the situation escalated that night. He bought a $700 last-minute plane ticket home and left in the middle of the night without a word. Yes, the man who couldn't afford a haircut managed to buy a ticket on a whim. That's crazy. When we got back home, I tried to hold the relationship together because I wanted to work it out so badly, but eventually I realized I had to leave. I weaned myself off of his kids and forced him to be their parent again. So, am I the asshole for leaving him? I gave everything to this relationship, ignored countless red flags. Yes, you did. God, at least you realize they're red flags, but for some reason you wanted to be blind to them so bad, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? It's like, look, there are certain red flags where it's like, see that they're red flags, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on. Like if they're minor inconveniences or they're just minor things that you don't like or whatever, sure, they could seem like red flags, but if I'm being honest with you, it's nothing to break a relationship over. But when it's like big things where he's crashing out, over you saying some dude on the TV looks good, him, whenever you're not around, he's just like, oh, you're cheating. Those kind of things are big red flags that you don't ignore. You know what I mean? You don't ignore those fucking things. And I get it. You look at it like, oh, he's a good guy though, and I'm pregnant by him, and there's a lot going on and stuff. But if I'm being honest with you, even before you got pregnant, you should have seen that red flag when he, over some dude on a TV, you know what I mean? The whole Jamie Foxx debacle, that's where the relationship should have ended. If I'm being honest with you, that's where it should have ended. That's where you should have just done, because it's going to persist. That kind of behavior is going to keep happening, and it's going to keep persisting. And guess what happened? It kept happening, and it kept persisting, and you kept ignoring it. And that's why the relationship should have ended there. That's why I said that. Even before reading that whole second part, I knew that the behavior was going to keep persisting, and it was going to get to a point where eventually, he's going to just do some fuck shit. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Red flags and sacrifice my own well-being. I loved his kids and wanted a future with him, but at what cost? Was I wrong for walking away? Nah, not really. You should have walked away a long time ago. I think you're wrong for staying for so long, but at the same time, I do get it. You know what I mean? Hindsight is 20/20, and a lot of times, you don't realize everything that's going on and, the nuances of it, and when you're in it and the emotions that, you go through day to day, and you know what I mean? A lot of times people do have guilt and they do feel bad, and they're like, he's not a bad person, or he's not, horrible guy, or whatever the case may be. And so it's just understandable, for you to kind of feel bad from certain situations, or, feel like, no, the pros outweigh the cons with him and stuff. So it is understandable, but honestly, I don't think it's bad. I thought you guys went out there together and then he just dipped. That's what I thought happened, but he just left the family vacation early. So that's all that was. But yeah. Oh man. Hey, it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments though. Because like I said, I personally don't think she was the bad guy in that one. Oh jeez. All right. This is gonna be our last one for today. Should I meet with cheating ex to explain why I am hurt? All right. I personally don't think you should. Why the fuck are you explaining anything to your ex? Why are you still talking to this motherfucker? Golly. But it's okay. I understand. It's one of those things where you're only friends with your ex because you want to get back together with him. You know what I mean? That's usually what it is. All right, let's see. Ex who I had been in lovely relationship with for 2 years, had sex with someone she met a month ago, and immediately decided to pursue a relationship with him while I was 2 months in to an exchange in a different country. Oh man. Yeah, she cheated on you because she was done with you, man. She was just like, shit, my man ain't around no more. This man's always around. Let's get it. Damn. I'm young and not stupid, so I understand people fall out of love. No, I don't think necessarily she fell out of love. I think it was a thing where her love language, if you will, was probably quality time. And since you couldn't give her the quality time and some other guy could, she kind of just was like, all right, peace and chicken grease, nigga. I don't think she really fell out of love with you. I think it was just a thing where she was just done. She was just like, because I feel like when you fall out of love, it's a slow process. It's a slow burn where it's just kind of day after day, you're just kind of feeling. I think with her, it was just immediate. It was just like, done. It wasn't even I fell out of love with you. It was just, I'm a done. But she explained to me in frank, abhorrent terms that demonstrated extremely low empathy. in layman's terms, she was done. Like, come on, nigga. When asked why she wasn't just responsible and broke up with me before she had sex with someone else, she said, just had to find out is crazy. Wow. Then when asked why I was being left, she said, it was wonderful and then it was better. Okay. Afterwards, she asked to bring the new partner to meet with me and continue a friendship when I get home.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, no. What the fuck? She's okay. All right. This bitch want to eat her cake. She want to have her cake and eat it too. That's what she wants. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. That's what she wants to do. Yeah, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. She's like, I wanna have my new boyfriend, but still be friends with this dude because she's getting something out of this guy. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Because it ain't. I get. She frames it as a friendship, but I guarantee you she's going to still try to get something out of this dude, because I'm sure whatever she was getting out of him in the relationship in the beginning, she probably doesn't want that to stop. Yeah, I don't know what it is she's getting, but whatever it is, she doesn't want it to stop. So she's like, well, if I can just keep getting what I'm getting from him while I'm dating and fucking this guy, then it's a win-win for me, and they don't have to notice. That's what it seems like. Because why in the hell would you cheat on your ex and then tell them, oh, hey, let's just still be friends. And you can meet my new boyfriend and we can all be friends. Like, what the fuck? No. Oh my God. All right, let's see what's up. Afterwards, she asked to bring the new partner to meet me and continue a friendship when I get home. I explained I thought this was a terrible idea. Thank you. Oh my God. I feel completely repulsed even thinking about them together. Not even just because of the obvious. He also cheated on his girlfriend of 1 year and laughed in her face when she cried to get with my ex. Damn, nigga. Yep. Hey, how you get them is how you gonna lose them. I guarantee you they're gonna cheat on each other. I would never socially associate with someone who could do that to the other person in a million years. She said she wants to talk about my feelings and thinks it's important. But when I told her about the repulsion, she said that she thinks I'm creating, all right, these emotions in order to avoid my task of feeling normal. What? Bitch, who the fuck are you? She's like, oh, you're creating these emotions to avoid the task of feeling normal. Bitch, get the fuck out of my life. Go fuck this loser and leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. This is what I mean, man. I was saying this on the Sunday episode. Y'all niggas need to start putting your fucking foot down, bro. Put your foot down and tell these bitches get the fuck out of here. Goodbye. You cheat on me, then you fucking sit there and say you want to be my friend and you want me to be his friend, like, and then I tell you, no, I'm good, no thanks, you go have fun with the dude that you want to go fucking whatnot, and then you want to say all this shit and you're still out here being nice to her. No, at this point, the gavel is down. Get the fuck out of my life. Leave me alone. You already broke my heart. You already fucking stabbed me. Like, stop twisting the knife at this point. Get the fuck out. Goodbye. God damn. It's ridiculous. Put your foot down, man. What are we doing? She said multiple times that she doesn't regret anything, but doesn't seem to want to lose me as a person in her life, and keeps contradicting herself in these kinds of ways. Yeah, see, I told you. She wants her cake and eat it too. And that's why I told that bitch to get the fuck out. I'm like, leave me alone so I can go cry in peace. Shit. I never want to be friends with her. I don't want someone who could do this in my life whatsoever. I fundamentally trust myself and can heal from this on my own and have a fantastic group of friends that have all immediately jettisoned her. The only reason I have this impulse to talk to her is because I feel like I'm an extremely emotionally troubled person. I feel like only an extremely emotionally troubled person could do this. The distance of me being far away has probably shielded her from seeing the actual hurt she has directly caused. I never want her to do this to anyone ever again. And if I can have any part in making her realize that she has responsibility to other people, not to hurt them. Nah, see, dude, it's not your responsibility. That's not your you let life and all that teach her. You don't need to fucking teach her shit, bro. You need to tell her to get the fuck out of my life and you need to move on. And I guarantee you, homeboy over there is going to fuck some other bitch, cheat on her. He's going to laugh in her face like he did his previous girlfriend. And then what is she going to do? She's going to feel like crap and she's going to be in the same position that you're in. And then guess what? You got your comeuppance, baby. And, it may not take a month. It may not take a week. It may not take a month. It may not take a year. But guess what? It's going to happen. This nigga's going to cheat on her. And then she's going to get laughed at. And then I don't know, she's like, damn. Is this what I've been doing? Is this what I did to my ex? Like it's not your responsibility to fucking make her realize the hurt that she's done. No, man, fuck that shit. Fuck that. I don't get why people sit there and they need the other person to know their feelings and know their hurt and all that. No, man. No. You want to know the best way to get back at somebody is you being happy without them. That's what really gets at them. You being sad and telling them your feelings and all this kind of crap. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They're going to sit there and be like, oh, God, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, but if they see you being happy without them, they're going to be like, what the fuck? It's really going to burn in them. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Why, how are you so happy without me? What the hell? It's going to get in there. It's going to eat away at them. Anyway, what the hell? That's how you get back at them, is you show them you're happy without them. You be posting on the Instagram of you getting into new hobbies and meeting new people and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You fucking act like they don't exist. That they're not an ant on this blue marble. You know? Like they don't exist anymore. That's how you really get back at them. That's how you do it. Is you're just happy. And it's without them. And they're sitting there like, wow, oh, you moved on fast. I gotten that so many times. Oh, you moved on fast. And no shit. No shit I moved on fast. The fuck are you talking about? I liked you. You didn't like me. So that's what I did. I moved on fast. Hey, but you don't like that. You know, you don't like that. Trust me, I'm telling you. Guys out there, if a girl don't like you, don't sit there and try to be like, oh, well, this is how I feel. No, man. Go be happy without her. I guarantee you. She's going to see all the shit that you're doing on Instagram. She's going to see that you're happy without her. And then she's going to be like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what? You moved on fast. I gotten that so many times. I hate that text. And at the same time, I love it, though, because I know it's like, I got to you. I didn't have to say shit. You know what I mean? And then the greatest thing about it is you just ignore it. You just ignore it. Because remember, you don't exist. You don't exist to me anymore. Why are you trying to ruin my happiness? And that's why they text you that. Because they're trying to ruin your happiness. That's what they're trying to do. You know, they're just like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to bring these feelings back. Oh yeah. Nah, man, come on. But again, that's not your point. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll just finish it up. Is this silly? She isn't a narcissist. I think she kind of is. Let's be real here. She kind of is, because she wants you guys' worlds to revolve around her. She's a textbook narcissist. All right. The fact that she's trying to manipulate you into being friends with her and the dude that she fucking cheated on you with, that's textbook fucking narcissism. Trust me. This bitch is a narcissist. All right. That's fucking crazy that you would try to gaslight your ex into being friends with the dude that you cheated on him with and you. Fucking ridiculous. All right. But she struggles with emotions for sure, especially shame. She desperately doesn't want to be alone. I think she is trying to protect herself from feeling the weight of responsibility. Would it be pointless for me to tell her that what she did hurt me immensely? No. Yes. It would be pointless. Be extremely pointless. Go fucking live your life and be happy and tell her to get the fuck out of yours, man. I don't know why people sit here and they do that crap. They're just like, oh my God, I need to tell them how I feel. No, you don't. Tell them to fuck off and get out of here. Because that's what I do. That's what I don't have tolerance for that anymore. I'm like, you don't want to date me anymore. You don't want to talk to me anymore. That's fine. That's fine. But don't come back. Don't come back thinking everything is hunky-dory. Get the fuck out of my life. I'm happier without you. I've just realized, man. And it's one of those things where it's just like once you start focusing on hobbies and things that you enjoy and life itself, and you realize that, the little things that you like to do and you're meeting other people and you're talking to other people and stuff like that, dude, it fills that empty hole pretty fast. And you're realizing like, whoa, I didn't need them. I don't care for them. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, when they hit a low point, they're going to come stalking your page and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Texting you, talking about, what's up, stranger? You know what I mean? And all that bullshit. And it's just like, nah. My life is a lot better without you. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But you let me know what you think about that craziness in the comments. Goodness gracious. Let me know what you think about all the scenarios we've gone over, as well as the thread for today. Happy New Year's. We're going to usher 2025 in on a good one. This was a good episode, really good episode to usher in, 2025. Love you guys all, man. I'll see you next year for Haunting Adeline. Our first ever 2025 episode is going to be a Haunting Adeline episode, which I'm glad for that. I'm glad for that. I'm happy. I do love Haunting Adeline. You guys seem to really love Haunting Adeline. So we're definitely going to be getting back into that in the next year. And then once we finish that book, I'll definitely put a poll out for you guys, see what you guys want to do and what next book you want to read or you want me to read and all that stuff. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Love you guys all. Be safe. Don't get drunk. Don't drive drunk. Don't, get hit by a drunk driver. You know what I mean? Be safe out there. Your boy's going to be working on New Year's, so that sucks. But, it is what it is. You got to make monies, Love you guys all, and peace.